everyone, and welcome to Miss Adams Predicts the Sign of 4. Today we're going to be looking at the AQA exam board, having a little look at all of the iterations of the papers that have come up since 2017, just to see if we can spot any trends or patterns to help give your revision a steer. Do remember that we don't have crystal balls, so please make sure you're revising broadly and widely. But for now, let's get started.
Okay, so looking at what happened last year, so we had quite early on in the novel with chapter 2, the bit after Mary's left and Holmes and Watson are chatting through what she's told them. The question was actually on how Holmes and Watson have like different qualities. It was a really nice question because you got to compare them sort of in the extract and then look out broader. So we've had Holmes and Watson very recently. Jonathan Small as a villain before, and then Holmes previously as a detective. Treasure and Wealth, Tension, Excitement, and then we've had Justice, Jones, and then again we had Holmes back again in 2017. So thinking about kind of big ideas, character themes, things that haven't sort of we've not seen so far. We've got Mary as a character that could be looked at as an individual, or the sort of the family as a whole, the Sholtos family as a whole, possible. Setting. Now, any 19th century text is going to lend itself to a setting question, and the other exam boards, not necessarily with Sign of 4, but across the sort of genre and across the period of time, have set setting questions. So that might be worth looking at, a kind of like symbolic exploration of setting. The Empire is obviously a huge theme, and we've not had much other than the kind of treasure and wealth that kind of ties into it. And so I've sort of put these two down as an idea, like the idea of the empire or greed, coming back to that kind of that focus on money and power. That might be a possibility. So we've had the notion of justice back in 2019, and I wondered, what if they did the flip of it and they looked at, you know, sort of almost like vigilante actions, looking at revenge. Possible. And then obviously we can still delve into aspects of Holmes's character and the kind of notion of being a detective. Just because we've had Holmes labelled here, that doesn't mean that we might not get a question about the significance of logic and reason over emotion. Possible. Or even something about the role of detecting and the role of, you know, being a detective, which would then give you an opportunity to kind of compare Holmes to the other sort of police figures possible. There are so many options, you know, like I say, you're probably fed up of hearing me say this, revise broadly and widely, then you know that you're going to cover all of your bases. Hopefully that was helpful. At least gave you a little bit of a steer. Do subscribe and share my videos if you are finding them useful. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you so much and happy revising.